Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara, and today I just want to share with us something that happened some times ago. I believe as women or as women we can learn from this thing. That's why I kind of try to bring it up. What actually happened is that there's this woman, a married woman. She got a kind of message on her phone. The person chatted her, and the person is an unknown person, a man. And the man was like, I don't know how I come about your number, this and that. And from there, they started chatting as in, what is your name? Do I know you? And the woman is glad that the man is not someone that she knows. Then they started chatting from there. Before you know it, this guy started telling her all sorts of things. There are some women that they just like to be sweet on. So this man was like, I would like you to be my friend. Somebody I can call at any time that I need to talk to someone, things like that. And from there they started talking, chatting, and the rest of it is like that. And before you know it, this guy as in ask the lady her account number, let me send you some token, and you just send her like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, just like that. And the lady was like kind of happy that please this Samaritan that is doing this to me. Before you know it, the guy started giving her money like that, even without her requesting for it. So that won't keep the relationship going, as in the gift aspect of it actually kept the relationship going. Before you know it, the lady fell in love. Meanwhile, this lady, she's a married woman, for crying out loud. She's a married woman. Okay. She started chatting with a guy, receiving money without letting her husband know about the whole thing. Before you know it, she has really fallen in love with that guy. And when the guy requested to see her, she did not even hesitate. She just obliged. And before you know it, she went out that particular day to meet the guy in her hotel. So she was in the room with the guy. They were on the bed playing, doing all sorts of thing. Later the guy requested for sex, that they should have sex, and the lady agreed. The guy removed his clothes, removed his trouser. He was with boxers, and the lady too undressed, and she was naked. As in, she was naked, and like the day she was giving birth to. And before they could do anything, the husband just opened the door and boxed on the plane. All this why this guy happened to be the husband's friend. They were kind of, guys now, like all those days that they would just go out, go to the restaurant, to the bar, clubbing and things like that, and they were talking about their wives and things like that. And this man was like, when it comes to rubbish, when it comes to sexual extramarital affair, please count my wife out of it. And they were like, is he a woman you are trusting like that? And saying, I can trust my woman 100%. And this one was like, my woman, she's the best, she's everything, she can't do any rubbish thing. And they were like, can we bet on it that if she sees money, she will not fall? And the man was like, no, my wife, the one that I married, will never fall for any kind of amount. And that's how they went on that kind of betting. And the person that the man now used is a friend of the guy, of the man that was the husband, that the woman did not even know at all. That's the person that called the lady, chatting with her, doing all sorts of things with her, sending her money, sending her gifts and everything. And she did not know that all this why the whole thing was going on, the husband was aware. All their chats, all their romance talk and the rest of them, the husband was receiving it till the very day that they went to meet in the hotel. See, is it a crime for a man to trust his wife? It's never a crime. Women, let's be careful. Let's be careful of things that we do. You are living with your husband. You are not a single parent. You are not a single lady. You are living in the same house under the same roof with your husband, and you are having a kind of extramarital affair. It's not as if you are hungry. It's not as if you lack. Even if you lack, is that the way to go about it? What kind of justification do you have for doing that kind of a thing? We have some men that are faithful to their marital vows. Not to not talk of women. How will you allow money to be something that will lure you into something that should not even be heard of? Forget the fact that it was a setup. I'm not in total agreement with what the man did by setting the wife up with a friend. But let's forget about it. Let's forget about the fact that this kind of thing was coming from the husband. Let's assume that it's just a neutral thing that just happened like that. You don't even know the man. You don't know the guy. You don't know who he is. Whether he's a ritualist that needs somebody to use for ritual. You don't know whether he's someone that has a kind of infection that is trying to pass it across to anybody that is available. You don't even know whether he's the kind of man that is being spiritual, as in has something in his body to take somebody's virtue, to take your how would I call it, all the attributes that God has placed in you. There are some people like that. They just want to take your virtue, as in the goodness in you. They want to take it away, and they use sex most of the time. You don't even know the outcome of this, or you just get carried away just because of stipend. Some can even work for and get by yourself. Forget about that one too. What about if this guy has come to video your sex escapade and rest of them, and use it to blackmail you? Women, let's be careful with what we do. This kind of thing can actually get to your children, and they will see their mother's nakedness with another man. It can get to your own family, your siblings. How do you want to tell the story? Sometimes ago, I was a young girl, like I just finished secondary school. I was there at home. Meanwhile, there's this woman in my compound. She's a spiritual woman. She's a prayer warrior that people normally come to for prayers and the things like that. All along, I have a friend that the auntie was having a marital challenges. The husband was abroad. The auntie was here in Nigeria with their children. All of a sudden, the woman will call the husband in abroad. The man will not pick the call again. Something that he has not been doing. Someone that will always call every day to know about the woman's whereabouts, to know about her day and the rest of them, to inquire about the children and the family and everything like that. All of a sudden, the woman just discovered that the man was not calling. And the woman said, what's happening? My husband is not calling. And she started calling, and the man refused to pick the call. Before we know it, we got to know that there's another woman staying with the man where he's living. So, all efforts to bring this guy's attention back home has all been in vain. To the extent that he started praying, doing all sorts of things. And I told my friend that, there's this woman in my compound. She's a prayer warrior that people do come to for prayers, and they do come back to testify and things like that. Let me meet this woman and tell her your auntie's situation. Probably she can pray along with us, and maybe something good will happen. So I went to this woman. I narrated everything that has been happening to her, and she said I should give her some hours to pray. So she prayed. She now called me that she's ready to pray for that auntie. and everything will be sorted out. That strange woman in the man's house will leave because that house will become fire. It will become unbearable that woman will leave the house. But the only solution, the only problem that can hinder that prayer not to be answered is that if another man has slept with that wife in Nigeria, that's when the prayer cannot be answered. But if that kind of thing has not happened, that since the husband left her for abroad, she has not slept with another man. Okay, I told my friend that this is what the woman said. If your auntie is ready, she can come. And that's how the daughter died. They did not come again. So I was just imagining the woman said that probably since the husband may cheat, she has to do one thing or the other. So this is what we are talking about. What about if that kind of thing happens? And they said if there's a problem that is going on in your life, and they said the only solution is that if another man has not slept with you, check your conscience. Since you got married, has no other man put chest on you? Check within you as a woman. Forget about that. What about the time of prayer? You are doing all that kind of thing, and you will kneel down and say you want to pray. I'm sorry, me, I have conscience. Any small thing that I do that I know that is sinful, even to pray will become problem for me. Forget about that one. What about the destinies of your children? You can't be doing extramarital affair and think that even your home will be peaceful. Forget about it. Remember the destiny of your children that you want to grow up and become somebody great in life. How do you want to put them through? How do you want to train them? How do you want to tell them things that you two are doing? Women, let's be careful. Let's be careful. Okay, I'll stop here today. Some other time, we'll be having some other vital issue that pertains to women. Thank you and God bless you. I'll see you. Bye.